Here's the baby. Here's the handsome boy. Hello, Carter. What are your thoughts today? Talk to us. Look how cute he is. Ah. I've been doing these vlogs like super sporadically because I think what we've all learned through this pandemic is that time is super meaningless. Nothing's real anymore. So I mean, none of this really changes unless something like in the news changes. So that's kind of like nothing has really happened. So I just, it doesn't matter. Days aren't real. So this is gonna be the last video I'm making about this pandemic. Like I just said, things don't change. So no matter what I say to you, it's just gonna be the same thing over and over. So I'm just gonna wrap up my thoughts about the media and just have a fun day today. So something weird I just found out. So my aunt, she like owns a small business, and so that's like, in our town and whatever. And so she told us like apparently she's like opening tomorrow, which because they extended quarantine until the end of May. So I was super confused when she said that. And I hate when people like are going to say like to the businesses that are opening or people who are going out to shop and like saying like, oh my god, this is so unsafe, you should be inside and whatever. And even though they're allowing us to lift these things, you still need to stay closed and you need to not go out and all this stuff. And it's saying that, oh, you have a choice to make, but really no, there's no choice to make, because you can't, like, telling a poor person that like owns a small business, either stay closed down and in quarantine and you're gonna go bankrupt and lose all your money and you're not gonna have a business anymore, but you'll be safe, you won't get corona, but you're not gonna have any source of income. You probably are not gonna qualify for unemployment or anything like that could actually help you. And if you do qualify, unemployment's not going to be enough, especially if you're going to be so far in debt. So that's not really going to help you. So you can either do that, or you can choose to open up, get corona, maybe spread it to everyone in your community. And yeah, it'd be horrible, and you probably would end up going bankrupt because a lot of people aren't going to have any money. So probably will end up going bankrupt. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's not a choice basically to people who don't have any money and that's their only source of income. Of course they're going to go back to work if they don't qualify for any unemployment or anything like that. They need their job, they need to buy things. I don't know, I'm just saying it's not a choice for a lot of people, and I hate how it's being portrayed as a choice when it's not. And other interesting news, me, Hunter, and Carter, and my grandma and our great aunt, we all went to LA a couple days ago. And USC, because like I live in the dorms because I'm a freshman, and so USC said if you left for spring break, don't come back. So all my stuff has been there since spring break. So we drove to LA at like 3 a.m. Oh, we took Carter with us too. Drove to LA at 3 a.m. We rented a van because we wanted to make sure like all my stuff would fit. So we just shoved everything from our room in the van and just have that be that. And then me, Hunter, and Carter would drive Hunter's car, with Carter in the back. So anyways, we all drove down to LA. That was good. It was nice to be back on campus, and I'm so sad. Like, I was so sad driving back because like I miss it so much. But little Cartier, got to see my campus, which I was so happy about. It was really fun, but I'm very tired still. But yeah, that trip was very tiring, but it was very nice to be back. And I know I talked previously about how like I just don't find anything funny anymore. Like everything is just so cringy, like TV shows and movies and stuff. The only thing I can really watch right now is Chopped, but it stresses me out so bad. I literally get so nervous because like, they're trying to hurry and they be doing some crazy stuff. But anyways, yeah, I honestly just find no enjoyment in anything I used to like, and I'm listening to music, I'm like, did I used to like this song? Like, what kind of music do I like? I don't even know anymore. The only thing I can really listen to right now is like Frank Ocean, Joji, maybe a little Beach House, but like that's it. It's crazy. It's just hard to do anything because I don't enjoy anything anymore, and it's like, there's nothing to do and I don't like anything, so I might as well just go to bed, I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but so yeah, anyways, we're at Dutch right now. The line's pretty long, so I thought I would talk to you, and then after that, me and Carter, it's like 95 degrees outside, so I was gonna go for a walk, but it's way too hot, so I think we might just go for a drive and then just sit in the air-conditioned car and like look at a field of cows. I feel like he would like that. I'm gonna show you that, yeah, so enjoy that. Look out, it's gonna be good pictures, so I hope you're ready for that. So I'm in this class called Technology and the Pursuit of Power. It's a GSEM. The professor is so sweet. I love her. So we talked a lot about technology and like power, and that's what it's called, but that's what we talk about. And anyways, I saw this article online, and so I brought it up, so we were talking about it in class. Basically, it showed that so the people who own it, they can decide, what to take down and whatever, and what to promote. And if you don't know, there's you can follow people, but then there's also, it's called the For You page. It's kind of like the Explore page on Instagram. It's just a bunch of videos by random people that the algorithm thinks that you'll so it's For You page, right? Anyways, basically this article and this study showed that TikTok was blatantly racist and wouldn't put people of color on the For You page. And when stuff like the Renegade dance and all the dances started getting really popular, especially the Renegade one, it was a huge media thing where the girl who created it didn't get any credit for it, and all the viral videos about the Renegade dance were just white people doing it, and she didn't get any credit for it, and it was horrible for her. It sucks. And so I think that's something that we also should be aware of. Our media is who is creating the media, first of all, but also who's profiting off of it, and who's allowed to use it and have access to it, and who's not, and why. So those are important things I think that we need to consider. So we're home now. It's later, and he was just dead, so we just came home. But so yeah, we're just chilling in the backyard right now. He's just playing with his toy. Since this is the last vlog, there was just some things that I want to say and wrap everything up. So I just want to wrap up my thoughts about the media in general first. My first point that I would like to make is that the media and all media in general is created and consumed with a purpose. Like I was talking about with the TikTok example before, the people who are creating the platforms for this media to be consumed always have a bias. They always have a bias, and the creators normally do. And that's okay to have a bias, but we should recognize it. All media is propaganda, and even just TV shows like cop shows, Criminal Minds. God, I love Criminal Minds, but you have to realize it's just propaganda for the police force. Idolize people in the weirdest ways, and it's always we either love them or we hate them. Like how I talked about the governors, how people are oh my god, I love him, my king, I want to marry him. It's always stuff like that. We can't just have a politician and say, oh, here's the policies, they're good policies, yeah, we like him as a politician, we want him to stay in office. It's just weird stuff like that. If you guys watch Tiger King, people are just focusing on the Carol Baskin part, oh my god, what a legend, she totally did that, which I agree, she killed her husband, who probably she met him on the side of the road when she was 19, he was 40, obviously he was weird and he probably deserved to be eaten by those tigers. I don't know, but not even focusing on that part. People were idolizing Joe Exotic so much for hating Carol and trying to get justice or whatever for his husband, but he was a horrible guy. Tiger King was awful. I hated watching it. It was so bad, everything he did to those tigers, and even to god, what was his name, Trevor, the husband, and then the other husband, I forgot his name, but I don't know. And just the way that the media idolized him when he was a horrible guy who did horrible things and he killed so many tigers and was awful to them, and he got people hurt. And yeah, we just have a huge tendency to extremely just idolize people for no reason, and it's so weird. So I think we need to stop that. Okay, number one, we definitely cannot reopen. So California, we still have so many cases and it's not getting better, but now businesses are able to reopen if they offer curbside pickup, which I think is really dumb. I think that we just need to close everything. It's so stupid. And okay, they're letting retailers clothing places, but how are you gonna go curbside pickup a t-shirt? You can't try it on, then you have to go return it. That's even more contamination. I think it's so stupid. So stop it. Just stop. Also, I think once everything is safe to open, we're not gonna be able to go back to normal. This is gonna ruin our economy and people's personal I don't know, I know I'm struggling financially. And then also the ways that we're consuming media are changing, which is crazy. Like, I was reading about the new Trolls movie. I guess like it premiered on demand, did way better than the first Trolls movie did in movie theaters, and they're like, oh my god, this is so much better and it's way cheaper for us. So they're saying that this one single movie premiere like changed the way that movies are gonna premiere like now after, and I think that's crazy. So even just going to the movies, like that's changing. So I think that the way that we're consuming media is changing, and I think that the film industry is gonna have to cope with this. And then lastly, I wanted to mention, well, we're being surveyed and people are just now like kind of like realizing it and trying to take action against it, or even just like trying to spread the word that like we're constantly being watched. I mean, it's always been popular, like reality shows where things like Love Island, where they're living in a house and they're constantly being like recorded and stuff, and reality shows like the Kardashians and Real Housewives and stuff like that. And also like Black Mirror. I don't really watch Black Mirror, but I've heard things about Black Mirror, and how people are like, oh my god, that's crazy, you know, but they literally said like it's happening now, and it definitely is happening. It definitely is happening now, and soon it's gonna be freaking Foucault's Panopticon, and then there's just nothing we can do about it. And it already feels like that, you know. You walk by a video camera, you don't know if it's on or off, you don't know if it's recording you. It just kind of already feels like that. So we're living in a new time, and I don't think that we've really processed that, but we need to, and we need to take action. But yeah, this has been my pandemic so far, the last few weeks or so. I think this diary, this little vlog, was a great way to capture my experiences, and this has been a really good semester, and I really liked my classes, especially this class was fun and interesting because I obviously didn't know anything about the subject of this class. So yeah, it was a great class to be part of. And hopefully we will be on campus next semester. So hopefully I'll see you on campus next semester. Fight on!